All right, yeah, we back. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much, much more. Website, promo code in the description. Yeah, we switching it up, man. We switching it up. Prayers out to T Grizzly and his family for losing his auntie and shit. Um, and let's get to it though, man. Corey Lee, what's going on? Samuel S, what's going on? Let me jump up in the actual chat. Let me configure some things. Shout out to everybody on Facebook checking this out, man. Shout out to y'all, man, for holding it down. Appreciate the love, support everybody that support us on there. Share the video. Shout out to everybody that's been sharing the videos as well on Facebook, man. Cool man said, man, what's going on, man? Yeah, let's talk about we can do a quick stream real quick. I said about an hour. Um, let's talk about Melo and the LeBron dynamic aspect, and then also let's talk about what Marcellus Wiley said about Colin Kaepernick, and then I'll get my 2 cents in. I'll open some Q&A up. Dave Clark out here trip. He said LeBron is Illuminati. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Well, nothing to really surprise me no more. But let's talk about LeBron and and what's so funny about it? Royce Wright, the big three. He said he says that he went in and said how the Lakers pick up Jerry Dudley over Melo, and I'm just paraphrasing here. That's LeBron man's, and how can LeBron say he the voice of the league, or he the face of the league, and Carmelo Anthony is his banana bro brother, and he don't help him out. He don't get him a job, and they pick up Jerry Dudley. He said everybody that was in the gym and everybody in the league. Like I said, I'm paraphrasing. Everybody know Melo a better player than Jerry Dudley. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know this is my personal opinion. Melo better than Kyle Korver. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not known what Carmelo and to really been blackballed. Now we look at a guy like Terrell Owens. We know what Terrell Owens did. Coming at McNabb, doing sit-ups in the driveway, checking Jerry Jones over Tony Romo and Jason Witten relationship. We know about Terrell Owens, Allen Iverson. We know about Allen Iverson. I live in Detroit, so I hear about the stories about him going to the casino. But even before that, he was a ball dominant, me first type of guy. And his attitude, practice. We talking about practice, even though that was, he was bothered by a death. That's what they don't tell you about that story. So we can understand Antonio Brown, somebody that's modern day that all of us living through. We can see why Antonio Brown will get blackballed or whiteballed. You know what I'm saying? We can see why he gonna get blackballed or whiteballed out. You could just see it coming. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, it's not known what Carmelo Anthony did. It's not known what Carmelo Anthony did. If we can find, I don't know what he did. I know what Chauncey was saying. I should have caught up with Chauncey when I covered the big three because he walked right by me. But I do know what Chauncey Billups was saying was that he was saying that he was just a me first guy. He was a ball hog guy. And he's at the press conference saying, "Oh, they want me to come off the bench." Give me a minute. My stream fucking up. I don't know what's going on. Anytime I do another stream that's related to stuff like this, it does this shit, man. My bad. Now I want to fuck up. But yeah, man. Anytime we get to talking about like shit like this, now the stream want to fuck up. Give me a minute. Hold on. I don't know what's pretty much going on here. Hold on, shit. Hold on, I figured out. Kill that. on. What's going on? Yeah, there we go. My bad, man. Had to figure some shit. I got to figure this out right. But hey, Samuel, salute to everybody. Dave Clark, I see you. But yeah, talking about not lighting on the fuck up. Talking about, continue to talk about Melo. My bad, I had some technical difficulties. But yeah, the whole thing with Carmelo Anthony is just not known. We didn't see Melo be a terrible person. We didn't see that. We didn't see Melo, hear about Melo and all that other thing. Only thing we heard about Melo prior to arriving to OKC was when KG said La tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. He tried to run up on the bus on KG. And KG known he got pieced up by Anthony Pillar back in the day. People talk about that Chris Child LeBron thing and Antonio McDyess punked Kevin Garnett when he threw the ball at him. So Kevin Garnett ain't the toughest guy. He come off as tough. One of my top 5 favorite players of all time that I watched growing up. And just all the way up. Red Jackson salute. But he wasn't tough. But other than that, only thing you really can look at Carmelo at and say where it was a problem when the reporter and he got to Oklahoma City said, you going to come off the bench. He talked to somebody like, oh, they want me to come off the bench. Who, me come off the bench? Like, he didn't have a team first attitude, man. But, you know, LeBron James should be able to get Melo back in the league. And I understand Melo took the political route when he went on ESPN First Take. And he was like, well, I can't really put that onus on LeBron to give me a job in the NBA. But everybody's saying that's like top 10 players in the league. Damian Lillard saying he should have a job. LeBron saying he should have a job. Chris Paul is his banana bro brother saying he should have a job. Dwayne Wade, they call it Wade County down there in Miami. Why can't Pat Riley give him a job? I just want to know what the fuck did Carmelo Anthony do to be put in the same genre or the same situation as a Terrell Owens and as a Allen Iverson? What did he do? Because we seen what they did. All right, we seen exactly what they did to be put in the situation. But what did Carmelo Anthony do? It's to the point where LeBron can't even get him a job. And then what they did was this. Oh yeah, if the Lakers make the playoffs, the Lakers gonna pick up Carmelo. He gonna be on the playoff roster. If the Lakers do this, then we gonna pick up Carmelo. Then you go around and sign Jared Dudley. And of course, Carmelo Anthony not gonna say what he done or what he did. You never know what it could have been. We never really heard he was a bad locker room guy. All we know is he got a chance at Oklahoma City, didn't work out, and Houston just cut him. Like, what did he do? What did he say? Did you see the Thunder? I understand that you might say, like, okay, he ain't the best player no more, or he don't fit today's NBA. He's a mid-range guy. If you ever seen Bernard King play, and Bernard King was a hell of a player, he played just like Carmelo Anthony. He was a mid-range assassin. Carmelo Anthony is a clone of Bernard King. And a lot of people forget Bernard King. He won the Earl of Pearl Monroe and Adrian Danley. He kind of go as one of those forgotten ballers, you know, by this generation. You know what I'm saying? He a forgotten ball player. You know what I'm saying? But Carmelo played just like Bernard King. But the thing about it is this about Carmelo. If you want to just play from a basketball aspect, today is a three, and then it's a in the paint league. And really, Carmelo at this point, he ain't really never been no great 3-point shooter. And I mean he been better than LeBron just off memory basis. But he ain't been a guy that could just shoot a three. Melo was an elbow, mid-range guy. You know what I'm saying? He could post up. And maybe they say he just don't fit today's NBA. But if DeMarcus Cousins, you know, can keep getting chance again, and we all seen Boogie Cousins. Boogie Cousins then did some unthinkable shit. You know what I'm saying? He's still in the league today. Go to the NFL. Antonio Brown and did the fool. He's still in the league. But whatever Melo did, it gotta be something that's deep down, that's in the abyss. I just want to know what he did. Did he run off with some owner's money? Like, it's crazy, bro. Because the NBA got a reputation for being black, and maybe they think nobody was gonna notice that they were whiteballing Melo. But you know what? It came at the perfect timing. I'm mad that it's at Carmelo Anthony expense. I really don't care that he don't play no more because his mentality and some of the shit I heard he did to Chauncey. I'm a Piston fan. I love Chauncey, but he should be in the league. But you know what came at a perfect time? With all these brothers saying, you know, from last year, oh, why you talking NFL, the NFL races? And I said it a year ago, and I say it again. You shop at Walmart, you drive certain cars, you watch the NBA, you watch the NHL, you watch Major League Baseball, you watch a lot of these other sports. Look what they did to Serena Williams and Indian Wells, what they did to Venus with the slurs and names they called them in Indian Wells. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's blatant or it's racial undertones or it's underneath, racism is racism. And if you don't support racism, well, you might as well go out there and get you an Elmer Fudd fucking rifle and kill and get your own food and build your house out in the woods like you Wolverine or some shit like that. Because everything has racial ties. If somebody that's in most corporate businesses, they can't relate to us. You know? Fred, what's going on? Dollar, salute. Tough guy in the league got to be Oakley, Artist, and Ben Wallace. Don't forget about the Davis brothers. Talking about tough guys. Dennis Rodman was pretty tough. Shit, the whole bad boys. Rick Mahorn, Bill Laimbeer get pieced up. Larry Bird was a tough one. He'll fight. Barkley was tough. He'll fight. The whole NBA was just tough and nasty back in the day, especially in the bad boy era. You know what I'm saying? You do a top 10, top 15, 20 toughest guys in the NBA. The majority of them going to be from like the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. I guarantee you, it might not be one guy that make in 2010s on up. There's not one guy that's going to make the top 20. Some about tough guys, Davis. What about old boy? What's his name? That busted Rudy Tom Donovich nose. He busted this shit wide open. Go check that shit out. He left him leaking on the floor. His whole what was it, Kermit? I forget the dude's name. He bust Rudy Tom Donovich. Yeah, the coach, he played in the NBA. You talking about tough guys, man. There's a ton of tough guys, man. Throughout, Oakley, Anthony Mason. Oh, man, it's just like, whew, you talking about tough NBA players, man. Whew. Angel 313 said he's not that good. At the end of the day, if he not, and we can agree he's not that good, but is he better than Kyle Korver? Maybe for today's league, Kyle Korver a better fit. But I ain't even seen Kyle Korver hit a three for real. Even when LeBron was giving them wide open three-pointers, Kyle Korver was clanking them hoes. Real talk. Kyle Korver was clanking them hoes. Who else you got in the league? Who else you... Man, the whole New York Knicks roster. Shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole Knicks roster, not named Marcus Robinson. What's his name? Shit, Trey Burke still getting the check. Shout out to Trey Burke, though. I mean, you can go on and on again. Shit, Eric Snow played in the league. I ain't never seen Eric Snow hit a jump shot. Who else you got that was in the league that we could just keep going? Jamison Crowder, garbage as hell. He get all them open three-pointers and be clanking them and airballing and shit. Jeff Green still getting the check. He came back from the deathbed and shit. Oh, man, Marcin Gortat still getting the check. Joakim Noah still getting the check. Zach Randolph sitting on somebody end of their bench, still getting the check. Ain't played all last year. Zach Randolph getting the bag. And Zach Randolph, you talking about, Zach Randolph, man, the Zach Randolph story, crazy. I ain't even going to put his business in the street now. Maybe on the Patreon. LeBron trying to win. That's why he don't want Melo. Shit, he had DeMarcus Cousins. Gundam Wing Fan 82. He had DeMarcus Cousins. Oh, sorry, my bad. Esso said that. He had DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins, I'm telling you, I ain't got nothing against Boogie, bro. Had DeMarcus Cousins not been on the Warriors, KD still having Achilles, Klay Thompson still having ACL, and they would have won the championship. I'm telling you, DeMarcus Cousins a bad omen. But Gundam Wing fan 82 say, do you think LeBron is still salty Melo robbed him of being the first unanimous MVP? I don't think he's salty about that. Could be. Some of these dudes be having fragile minds, man. Melo not accepting the role, and he ain't good enough to play like an all-star on the team. And I can agree. You're right. So you're right. He probably not accepting the role, and maybe that's what it is. He not buying into the role. And to that, in actuality, he doesn't fit today's NBA. He don't. Melo don't fit today's NBA. He don't. Today, NBA, Steph Curry has revolutionized the NBA on the court more than any other player in the last, we going on 20 years, in my opinion. Shaq revolutionized how you ref a big player. LeBron revolutionized the business side of basketball, but on the court, Steph Curry single-handedly took this league to a 3-point league. All these kids trying to be like Steph. You watch these AAU games, you go to these basketball games. As soon as these kids step over half court, they putting it up there. He might have smashed the wrong person wife. Could. Angel 31 Chauncey said he wasn't a great locker room guy. That's definitely what it got to be. I remember he was hating on Chauncey Billups. I know why Chauncey said that. You know, I was hearing that. They were saying that Carmelo Anthony was jealous of Chauncey Billups when he got traded over there for Iverson, and he was getting credit for taking the Denver Nuggets to the Western Conference Finals. And they was saying Melo was saying he was getting too much credit. Like, nigga, you ain't even never been to the Western Conference Finals and never been since. What you talking about? Too much credit. You should be thankful. He was a me guy. But for me, it's been so many more me guys on the surface. He must have been one hell of a me guy in the locker room. Melo is out of his prime. Him playing Bernard King don't matter. Him playing like Bernard King don't. Yes, it does. That's his game. He still can play like Bernard King. Mid-range, elbow shots. Who you see really taking mid-range shots? The Warriors starting to do it a little bit. But who you really seeing out there isolating, jab stepping, step back, dribble, jab step, mid-range jumper? How many people you seeing doing that? The game is played from the three-point shit, from the half-court line into the paint. You see you dudes with a great three-point shot where they get into the foul line and shooting them floaters or going at the rim. There's no in between. Who really the best mid-range shooter right now? Who you just look at and say, damn, that's the best mid-range shooter in the game. You remember Rip Hamilton was a good mid-range shooter. You had a few guys. Isaiah was solid. You had a few guys that was really good mid-range shooters that made a living from that mid-range spot. Bernard King was one of those guys. Melo was one of those guys. Who the best mid-range shooter in the game? DeMar DeRozan is the only one I really could think of. He the one that's keeping the art of the mid-range game alive. Even they got Kawhi Leonard out there joking up. They just love kicking him in when he's down. Gunwing fan 82 say they know he's going through a relationship problem. He lost his kid. That was his fault, but I agree. Nikola Jokic would have never been an all-star in any other era. I disagree. Nikola Jokic is a motherfucking dog. He remind me of he looked like a younger Arvydas Sabonis, but he ain't as good as a young Arvydas Sabonis when he was over there in Russia. Jokic can play. Now I ain't even gonna take that as no disrespect. He definitely got more talent than Marc Gasol had, in my opinion, just from the surface. Gasol probably had more of a resume build up. Jokic, I fuck with him. He can shoot the three, he can post up. He definitely not overrated. He definitely. You telling me that I'm trying to think who not in the 90s. He probably would have been with the Rick Smiths and the Sam Perkins of the league and shit. But for sure in the 2000s, he might have made it. Some people say he a better fit than Dwight Howard was for this league in Dwight Howard prime. He definitely a more skilled player than Dwight offensively. Gasol was tough. I'm fucking with you. Yeah, Gasol. Man, I can stand that motherfucker at the point in time. And Grizzly with the Memphis, you never really noticed. You got to give me Ron Artest. I didn't like Vernon Maxwell. Yeah, I like Artest. Vernon Maxwell was a tough motherfucker. He should have been like a member of Onyx, Fredro Starr, and Sticky Fingers. He looked like he fit in that Onyx group. Larry Bird would have been considered a tough. Oh, for sure, he'd have been. They did a mural of that fool. Y'all see that mural they did of Larry Bird? He asked them to take him down. They put Larry Bird on the wall. He got tattoos. That motherfucker mad. I seen that shit earlier. I said he mad. Kyle isn't a good shooter anymore. He must ain't got no legs. Neutral that Melo better than Dragan Bender. No, most definitely Dragan Bender, man. He better than Alex Lynn. Fuck you, be. He better than Alex Lynn. Shit. Alex Lynn, I got a Piper to pick with him. He done lost me so much fucking money on FanDuel. This motherfucker had to give a nigga like 10 points. Motherfucker don't do shit. He had 5 rebounds and 5 turnovers. D-Rose best friend still getting Adidas money from that kind. Yeah, I did a Ryan Anderson trash juice too. He lost me a ton of money on FanDuel too. Don't get me started on some. I mean, my FanDuel hards, man. Ryan Anderson definitely there. And that's the type of nigga like a couple years ago. You ain't pick him, he'd go off for like 40 points, man. Fuck him. I'm talking about 40 fantasy points. Dante Green. Oh, you ain't talking about Dante Green. You talking about Dante Jones, he out the league. You talking about Gerald Green? Yeah, Gerald Green's still straight though. He alright because he could shoot that 3 too, and he could play defense. Sean salute. Damn, the Nuggets team was dope. They underachieved probably because of Melo. $X. Neutral natural. The NBA became a 3-point league in 13-14. Curry had that monster 2 years before. Nah, he turned that bitch into a 3-point league. Not I mean as far as that fucking them 40, 50 fucking footers. He revolutionized that shit, bro. He did. Rashad Pittman say Melo don't understand he's not the same player he was. He just can't get with the fact that he become a role player. And I think that's the biggest thing. But for real, man, it got to be something else other than that, bro. It never fails. This nigga always called me. I try to get out early, late. I might get him back. The neutral natural, what's going on? Luther Head. Oh yeah, I remember he was at Illinois with Darren Williams. That's the last time like Illinois was relevant in basketball, and they got a hell of a whole lot of players in Chicago, even though that's in Champaign. Best mid-range, Kawhi, Chris Paul, Drew Holiday, solid. Nah, fucking DeMar DeRozan, man. Even Kawhi Leonard taking too many threes for my liking. And Chris Paul, that motherfucking man, he old. Drew Holiday, I don't see a lot of him, but I like his game. James Harden is so overrated. He a front runner. How come the NBA love overpaying those white American dudes? I mean, you got it right there. Really, sports is dictated in America. And y'all ain't gonna like this. It's dictated on white people. Why the UFC getting so big? Because that's the most white people you gonna get. Other than hockey killed itself. In baseball, I don't even know if they black, Dominican, Puerto. I don't even be fucking knowing no more, bro. They look just like you don't even be knowing. You know, even like the Hispanic people and the Dominicans and the islands, they took over baseball. Then you got Asians coming over. You had a guy that was pitching and he was hitting, bro. He can hit like a fucking slugger. He could pitch like an ace. I forgot where homeboy went to, but America, if the NBA had a Larry Bird right now, a Pete Maravich, if they had like just one of them, bro. If they had a Larry Bird in this era, the NBA would be the number one sport. It'd be number one sport. With NFL ratings declining, white people love the NBA. But there's nobody really to really like gravitate towards. You look at Jokic, he ain't white. He from the Siberia, wherever you from. Look at Porzingis, he from another country. They need that great white person. And Dirk Nowitzki, people forget that Dirk wasn't from America, but he talked so good in English. Do you think Kevin Durant will unite with Westbrook and Harden? No, that shit ain't happening. He ain't going back to that motherfucker. Maybe when they old. I don't even think he might be the same person. That DeMarcus Cousins shit scaring me. Kevin Durant shouldn't come back till he injured himself in June. He shouldn't come back until January 2021 at the earliest. He said, "Do you work with the battle rapper Calico? I love his battle. Yeah, I live in the same hood he from. I think his mom got a barbershop up the street from. Now I ain't gonna up the street, but it ain't far. It's If I took the bus, just to give you a hypothetical, I would have to take the Fink. Damn, how would I get the fuck in there? It'll be a walk. You probably take the Finkel to Grand River and the Grand River to Greenfield. That's how you would get there. But if I'm in my car, I ain't took the bus since I came home from school for a summer. Like, it's been over 10 years since I took the bus. I got to show my daughter how to take the bus because she going to need to learn to take that motherfucker because I ain't driving her anywhere until she get her license. But if it take me like, what is it, like 6:17 right now? It take me like 10 minutes to get there. Not even that. Man, you're hating on the beard. He top 5. I never said he wasn't top 5. He just a front runner. Somebody made a comment. That was a comment. I said he was a front runner. But, at the end of the day, for Carmelo Anthony, it is what it is, man. I like Carmelo at Syracuse. I like Carmelo at the different places, man. But I didn't want to see him done like that, and I just want to know why. And maybe it'll come out why. Remember the whole Adrian Dantley thing in Detroit, why they traded Adrian Dantley, and it came out that they said it was rumors that Isaiah wanted them traded. And then we said that Adrian Dantley wanted the Pistons to be his team, and everybody know it was going to be Isaiah. It was Isaiah Thomas' team. So eventually a book would come out or something like that. But I got a Carmelo Anthony video coming. I ain't did it yet. But I hope this shit ain't true. But if it is what it is. But you know what? I mean, what he do? I mean, Carmelo in the big three. You know, he'll take the MVP from Joe Johnson in the big three. For real. He said, I don't understand why people feel the Lakers are obligated to sign Carmelo Anthony. Bulldog face said that. Because LeBron is boy. He's his banana boat brother. And people say, well, Carmelo better than Jared Dudley. That's why. And that's LeBron, his man's. That's why. If he was in Cleveland, it'd be the same thing. And if you go back and look at LeBron history of what they let him get away with in Cleveland, we ain't even talking about the stuff that he's done. Make sure I hit that like button. I appreciate it. And share the video if y'all can. Share somewhere. But you look at the history, his boys had his personal entourage had the keys to the Cleveland practice facility. His people was allowed to ride on a private plane. You know, his people was allowed to sit in, you know, they probably had their own different spots. He probably had his boys probably was coaching on the Cleveland Cavaliers coaching staff. Look at Kawhi Leonard. His best friend was coaching on the San Antonio squad. His best friend from college was probably, I think, coaching on Toronto. Now he coaching on LA with the Clippers now. He got a job. So people looking at like if Kawhi can do that and LeBron, all his people was riding on the plane and he was doing this and that, then why he can't get Melo a job? But that just put an indictment on Carmelo. Like, what did Carmelo do that was so crazy? But you know what? When you burn bridges, you know, we don't see when you burning bridges and you in the locker room and you talking shit to all type of people and you cussing the owners out, you cussing the trainers out, or you treat people like shit. This what happened to you. And look at his life. Cheated on his wife, it happens. She took him back, cheated again, it happens. Before that, you know, she took the kid and ran off. You know, when it rains, it pours. When you up, you up. I'm telling you, when you up, it just don't. You don't even see a rainy day coming. But when you've been down so long, you just say, man, I don't even see it. I don't even see the light. It's gonna keep raining. It's gonna keep raining. It's gonna keep raining. When Melo was up, he couldn't do no wrong. He was up. You know, everything just going his way, feeling good. You young, but as soon as you fall off and they catch you slipping, it all seemed to come crashing out at the same time. Bulldog face, I've been a Laker fan since '83, and I don't want to see Carmelo on the Lakers. And I don't blame him. Gunwing fan, '82, he got David Black fired for no reason. Exactly, bro. He got another motherfucker. He tried to get Eric Spoelstra fired. Remember that? He tried to get Eric Spoelstra fired, and Pat Riley said no. But then again, Shaq got Stan Van Gundy fired in Miami. Yep, he did. And they fired Stan Van Gundy because Shaq didn't like him. So it ain't uncommon. I'm not going to just put this on LeBron. Other players done did it. And Bulldog Face said, and everybody that says Carmelo Anthony is better than Jared Dudley is right. But Jared Dudley knows his player Carmelo still thinks Carmelo will. Oh, exactly. And I get that feeling too. Even when he did the interview with ESPN First Take. And I don't think that was a good PR move. If you ain't going to come on here and tell the entire story, it's best for you not to come on here. He going to be like, oh, man, I don't know why they doing this to me. Oh, this is an injustice. And you want people to feel sorry for you. Guess what? As soon as the ball get tipping, as soon as Zion do that windmill dunk and get that block, as soon as Trae Young drop a 40 ball, as soon as Steph Curry come and shoot and have a 40-point performance, as soon as LeBron go out there and have a triple-double, as soon as him and AD rip off 10, 15, 20 straight, nobody going to remember Carmelo Anthony. As soon as the NFL season got rolling, nobody gave a fuck about Terrell Owens no more. Real talk. As soon as that football got tossed around, it's a ton of fans like me. Kaepernick, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's just the way it is. It's the way it is. I don't think Ice Cube have the money to pay Carmelo for the big three. Shit, after this season he will. They probably killing the ratings on CBS, especially with the AFL flopping. Cube was about to buy them regional channels with LL Cool J. They got the money. I think more people gonna invest into Cube venturing the big three. I think Cube could take that shit to another level. And I think he will, man. I'm gonna continue to support Ice Cube, man. It'd be Saturdays in the summer, it'd be kind of murky for me, man. So I want to do more big three videos, man, but it'll be murky. But shout out to Joe Johnson holding it down. Gary Payton, I talked to him at the big three. If you check my big three playlist, it's all in there. The big three PR people, man, is really nice people, man. So I got to say shout out to them, man. I never really cared about covering an event. They kind of motivated me to cover more events, to be honest. You know, because they was a first class organization, man, for real. First class organization, man. The big three, man. They PR team treated me like family, so salute to them when I went down there. I got ambitions of covering more events. I may even start doing boxing interviews for you niggas, man, that care about it. But I'm thinking about getting back into the interview game. I just ain't got time to be on people's time, and I don't want people to be on my time, and I can't be on. I can't. You know how it go. Carmelo should go to the Kings. Kings probably don't want him. All that young talent, they just pay Harrison Barnes. Oh my God. Is Chris Carson a fantasy sleeper? Chris Carson, don't they got a? Is that their running back? Maybe ain't got no choice. Shit, unless they gonna go with the kid from San Diego State. What's his name? Rashad. What's that kid name? The kid from San Diego State. They got Rashad Petty. Rashad Petty might be a sleeper. I don't really play standard fantasy. I play FanDuel, and I'll be having some FanDuel videos come. I don't know shit about fan. I mean, as far as some analytics, I just know players. I did win a whole contest last year. I sure wish it was for that $1 million they was giving away though. But I take my couple petty little dollars I got. I think Orlando could use Melo. Yeah, they definitely. I think Portland could use Melo. Why are you talking? I think Portland could use Melo. Shit, hey, wasn't Melo with Jordan? Why Jordan don't give Melo a chance? Ain't he with Jordan Brand? Why he don't get him in? It must be something deeper then. Because why wouldn't Jordan hire Carmelo and they close? That's something I didn't think about. Black owner, black man struggling. Not saying Michael Jordan the blackest. Black owner, black player struggling. Wow, and he was a Jordan Brand. He's still a Jordan Brand player, right? Why wouldn't Michael Jordan give Carmelo a job? Talk to me. Carmelo Anthony will fit with Golden State Warriors since Kevin Durant is gone, Boogie gone, Sean Lips. Yeah, it's something deeper than that. They some different type of people in Golden State. You remember what they did to they did to Mark Jackson. You think them people that did that to Mark Jackson? Now I heard some things about Mark Jackson, so all the religious stuff that he was going on, and it was some other stuff. He said, have you seen this Marlon Wayne sex talk on Netflix? I wanted to get your opinion. Yeah. I'm going to watch it tonight then. My girl, she seen it. She said it was funny. It's funny I wasn't around to see it. I watch it tonight. I got Netflix still to Disney Plus. I might keep Netflix and Disney Plus. They ass going to get the crying. I take Melo in Indiana. Yeah, y'all don't get Home Depot back until December. I thought people told Home Depot. Golden State dropped Iggy. As soon as Iggy started talking that real shit, yeah, they forced Durant to play, and they did it to me. They was like, oh, this nigga, okay. Yeah, all right. They hit it with the blue face. They heard that interview. They was like, yeah, all right. Andre Iguodala traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. Like, damn. He's still on Memphis, too. They trying to trade a boatload for Iguodala. Iggy. He's still on Memphis, too. Shit, that nigga did that Breakfast Club interview. He must have been like, shit. He was gone. So you think what they did to Iguodala, Mark Jackson, you think they want Carmelo Anthony? Shit. How they did Kevin Durant. Carmelo Anthony had to put the Beats by Dre's on Draymond Green. You a B. Everybody know you a B. Imagine Draymond on the bench. Man, everybody know ain't nobody want you. Ball hugging selfish ass nigga. That's why your wife sleeping with other women. That's why she slept with 50 to get on power. You bitch. Bitch ass nigga. Who they need you? Go on. Who gonna pick you up? Who gonna pick you up? Teams in Europe don't even want you. The Euro League, the Australian League don't even want you. The Big Three don't even want you. Draymond Green to get the goal on that nigga, dog. I heard Jordan Brand about to drop you. They say you wasting Zion money, nigga. That nigga Draymond. Melo would have to been and punched Draymond in the mouth like Tristan Thompson did. Like, dog. Kevin Durant was soft. He was sitting there like, yeah, you right, I'm a bitch. Durant was sitting there like, yeah, I'm a bitch. You right, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch ass nigga. I can't get jiggy with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bitch, Kevin. Draymond, I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Drake, nigga Melo like, oh nigga, all right man, you going too far with it. Bop, bop. He really be out the league then. That nigga like, you going too far with it, nah, dog. You going too far with it, cuz. Boop, boop. Them niggas been got the fight on the floor. You thought it was in the 90s, dog. They been got the fighting on the floor. Like Step Brothers or some shit. Don't you go fucking with my drum set. Draymond, I've been to punch Draymond, man. As soon as somebody called me the bitch, and fuck money, man, I'm just looking at red. Kevin Durant was like, yeah, I'm a bitch. I would have been like, bah! It would have just been a reaction like, bah! I'd have popped him right in his mouth. I probably was just, hey, you gonna hit him once, you might as well follow up. I would have popped him dead and pop, pop, pop. I'd have popped him dead in this shit. Quick 3-piece. Tristan Thompson clocked his ass in the club like, what was it, 2 summers ago? He was talking all that junk about Tristan. Tristan was like, all right. He hit him with the blue flag. Yeah, all right. He said, yeah, talk that shit in the club now. He said, yeah, I'm sorry. I wish they had that video. I swear to God, I wish they had that video. I ain't got nothing against Draymond, bro. But I swear to God, I wish they had that video. Tristan Thompson, ever since he got rid of Chloe, he been on the up and up. He keep him a bad one. He the first one that recovered from simpism. He was the simp of the year to the pimp of the year this year. He messed with the sister and the side chick. Portland Trailblazers could have used Carmelo for the past. You ain't lying. They need that wing score. Seattle Storm could use Melo since Breonna Stewart got injured. Damn. Gunweed fan, KD only player who needs his mama to talk for him. You ain't lying, bro. She look just like his ass too, though. I mess with Mama Durant. Shout out to Mama Durant. Remember Peyton Manning took a shot at that nigga at the ESPYs? That shit was crazy. Boston Conley, how much do you think Netflix paid Marlon Wayans for Sex Tucker movie? They paid Dave Chappelle $50 for a stand-up. Probably a lot. They about to pay Eddie Murphy like $80 million for a stand-up. Eddie Murphy gonna get so much backlash for a stand-up. They say Marlon got $4 million. He probably gonna get more because I heard that was real good. You know, but you know the inner Melo talk, man. LeBron ain't obligated to do so, but you know what? Other ethnic communities do so for their people. I remember somebody got their homeboy. I was working at General Motors, and they got their homeboy a job, and this nigga was the laziest motherfucker, and it was affecting his homeboy's job, getting his parts to the line and shit, and they never snitched on him. You know what I'm saying? This nigga go sleep in the bathroom. He'll be on the phone in the break room. You know what I'm saying? And they never turned on they mans. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, a ton of black people back there telling on each other, snitch on each other, trying to move up in the company, and it didn't get nowhere. Everybody got laid off together. And I see that a lot, man. A lot of other communities, you know, they look out for their mans no matter how wrong their mans is at the end of the day. Us, crab in the bucket mentality. Those Kardashians are dangerous, but Tristan is okay, so laughing. He got out, man. I don't know what happened to Tristan. His baby mama and somebody. Man, don't you ask me about that dumbass stuff now. No, I don't watch that shit. But yeah, let's talk about Marcellus Wilder, man. Wiley, excuse me. I said Marcellus Wilder. Marcellus Wiley. He, real talk with Dewan salute. Bro, did Kendall really pop it for the Starbucks dude? Oh, you talking about with Tristan Thompson? Something like that shit. I don't know if the dude worked at Starbucks, though. But they was kissing each other at Starbucks. Yeah, that shit was true. I don't think he worked at Starbucks. He was a little nerdy looking white dude. I think he was a blonde. Yeah. She was kissing him at Starbucks. He looked like a barista. Little short dude. This nigga Ben Simmons 6'9", 6'10". This nigga had to be everything a 5'6", 5'5". That's real talk. Ben Simpson. Simpleton. Some little nerdy white boy took his girl. You 6'10". With millions and millions of dollars. Man, come on. You can have any girl in the world. Jose, salute. That nigga, it's basically like him and Tristan Thompson touched the basketball at Space Jam. And Tristan Thompson's simp energy got sent to motherfucking got sent to Ben Simmons. You gotta be stupid. Ray J hit it and quit. He the only smart one. I listened to Corey Holcomb in the 5150 show. You talking about Kanye yesterday. He said Kanye supposed to hit it and quit it. He gonna wife it. Los Angeles Sparks can use Carmelo. You trying to turn him to Joanna Man? Joanna Man? Oh, you talking about Laura Pippen? Future little slip bag? Future was popping. Man, Scottie Pippen, man, come on. He better man than me. I know you don't check the woman, not the man, but that's my wife. You disrespecting my marriage, I ought to beat the shit out of Future ass. Future ain't got no Draco. He ain't about to pull shit. If he was gonna pull something, he would have pulled something on Russell. Russell Wilson been to put Future in the. He been to put him in his dreads and locked him around his throat. Russell Wilson been to put the Beast by Dre's on Future. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I got the pistol with my pants and all that shit. Man, he been to got your ass. Russell Wilson been to beat the locks off that nigga. He been to beat Styles P, Jadakiss, Sheik Lock. He been to beat the locks off that nigga, man. Call it the quiet storm. She said, I did not bang Ben Simmons. Like, all celebrities do is share the same woman. They share the same woman. I never really got it. You know what I'm saying? Even in high school, man, I ain't gonna say we want to share women, but I ain't get it, bro. There's so many girls out there, and all the celebrities mess with the same woman. The same woman. You invest all this money in this woman. You know what a chick not interested in you. If you gotta, and I'm gonna get to the Marcellus Wiley comment. Give me a minute. But if you gotta make a girl like you, it's one thing to make. I was thinking about this earlier. I'm just sitting there in a barber shop for an hour, and the barber didn't show up. Man, I gotta find me a reliable barber. But if you gotta make a girl like you, it's different from making a girl fall in love with you. It's cool to make a woman fall in love with you. That's totally different. But if you got to make a girl like you by flashing money, by having the 26s on the car, they're 18s though. They clean. They clean though, Craig. You know what I'm saying? If you got to make a girl like you because you got car, you got money or whatever like that, chances is she don't like you. Now, if you regular at the grocery store, at the Walmart, and you just, sweatpants and a t-shirt on and she eyeing you and you ain't got no jewelry, no expensive shit on, then she like you. That's cool. Now that like, if you wanted to, that like you can make her fall in love with you or whatever it may be. But if you gotta make a woman like you with materialistic things, chances is you just need to hit it and get on out of it. Don't make her your BM because she in it for something. She in it for for something. Now if she like you and y'all get in a relationship or y'all cool and y'all friends, and you can make it, then you can, you start showing your personality, cracking jokes, and she like that you clean, and you maintenance, you keep your hair combed, your breath smell good, and then she said, I really like you, and then eventually down the line, 6 months, year, she ended up falling in love with you, like real love, not just superficial love. That's different though. And Scottie Pippen just seemed like he got old girl just based off of clout and his money, and based off his name. She didn't really love it, but that's hard for people that got money. Every woman look at you like a come up. So if every woman look at you like a come up, then you're gonna want the baddest bitch that you can come up on. And if the baddest bitch that you feel like you come across and her shit good, and she suck you and do everything good, then you're gonna feel like, yeah, I love this. She made you fall in love. She don't love you. She just in it for the money. And the whole time she act like she love you. You on the road doing shows. You on the road playing basketball games, and she banging somebody else. I know y'all heard Biggie. I got a story to tell. When Anthony Mason, that was about Anthony Mason. Rest in power to him. He was playing on the game or whatever, and Biggie was at his house banging his girl. I think he met her at the club. Anthony Mason came home early from the game or came home and caught Biggie at his house, and Biggie tried to act like he put a mask on his face or some shit and act like he was robbing or some shit. And he was really banging Anthony Mason girl. Shit crazy. Listen to that whole song. I was about Anthony Mason. Fat Joe confirmed that on one of them ESPN shows. You covering KKK fight? Yeah. Ben, Fred, you never lie. Are you? Yeah. I'm not answering those questions. Surely got to be on you from the jump. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah. I'm not asking none of those related questions, man. It's not nothing to do with it today. Scottie Pippen ugly as hell. He knew it was all the money. He got one of them big old Michael Jackson nose. I think it's best for the NBA players to date women they grew up with. It's different though. It's hard. It's hard. They can be sack chasers too. A lot of people don't know they're gonna be NBA players. Like Kawhi Leonard, he didn't know he was gonna be this big. Someone asked Cap yesterday, "Are we protesting police brutality or for you to get your job back?" To me, it sounded like the latter. It sounded like he want people to get his job back. But yeah, let's talk about that. What Marcellus Wiley said on what is it? First thing first, whatever. Is that what they name of their show? What's the name of their show? Y'all know what the name of their show is? Cause I don't watch it. Oh. What's the name of that show? Speak for yourself. Hope it ain't raining on that dog. So for Speak for Yourself yesterday, and you can go look it up. He talked about Kaepernick and what he said about Cap. Um, what he said about Cap, he basically just said that he ain't qualified. Um, he ain't qualified to talk about black subjects because he a biracial kid. He never experienced police brutality. Um, he said that he said a lot of shit, and he took a shot and said your girlfriend ain't qualified to talk about that neither because she from Egypt. She Egyptian, so apparently his girlfriend Egyptian, and he just started taking personal shots at him and just saying that you ain't never grew up in the hood. He said I knew you when all this shit was going down, when Jay-Z was bailing people out, and when this shit Black Lives Matter first happened. He said you was partying and dancing when Jay-Z was bailing people out. What was you doing? So he basically said you was raised by white parents. And his mom gave him up for adoption, and she tried to get back in his life. Like when he was playing in the NFL, and she would come to his game, and his adopted parents would invite her to the games and shit, and she was like, he wouldn't talk to her. So at the end of the day, is it a part of me that don't think like he just did that because he was gonna be a backup and he did it to be selfish? Did he really care about police brutality? It's always a part that's gonna make you wonder because now they coming at Jay and for taking the bait, and a lot of people think Jay took the bait. I'm gonna take a wait and approach to see, but Marcellus Wiley didn't have to attack his background because I got plenty friends that's well, I had plenty friends growing up that was biracial. You know what I'm saying? And we lived in the same, or we was coming up in the same neighborhood. They wasn't rich. You know what I'm saying? We got pulled over. They got frisked. That shit don't matter. Don't matter if you 1% black or 99 or 100% black. That shit don't fucking matter. The police don't care about that. So for him to sit there and attack his character, and on top of that, it'll be different. You know what I'm saying? If you want to sit next to Jason Whitlock, now you see why he's sitting next to Jason Whitlock and everything that come on Fox. See, I didn't pay attention to Fox being, what they say about Fox. One of my boys put me on game, was like, yeah, Fox this, and I don't really watch Fox. I watch it for the NFL and Big Ten football. Gus Johnson, Troy Aikman, Joe Buck, Chris Spielman, call the Lions game. I don't really pay no attention. I don't watch Fox News. If I do need to read about the news or about this recession that they predicted that I heard about 2 or 3 years ago from reading, I read it. I prefer reading about politics and reading about news. And if I need more insight on it, then I listen to the tube. You know what I'm saying? So I don't watch the news. I read about the news. One thing it do is keep my mind sharp. You know what I'm saying? And also keep my eyes sharp. And I get to paint my own picture. But for Marcellus Wiley to do that, now you see why he's working on Fox. Even if you felt that way, that's something you have a conversation with him. I'm just waiting for one of these athletes to pull up and punch him and Jason Whitlock in the mouth. I've been with to pay somebody to put paws on them. You know what I'm saying? I've been with to pay somebody to put paws on him. But can you see some validity to what he was saying? Yeah. Is it a fact he grew up in a suburban area? Yeah. But is it also a fact that when he got pulled over, did people see he do look like cousin? He looked like Skeeter from Dub. Though I want to say that. But do police still see him as black? Yeah. Has he ever experienced any you know police brutality? That's up to him. I don't know. But one thing you could say is it sounds like Marcellus Wiley is covering for Jay-Z and attacking Kaepernick. That's exactly what the NFL want. They want chaos amongst our community, so we can keep our eye off the real prizes, the injustice they was doing. That's just what it boiled down to. That's what it boiled down to. They want to keep your mind off the prize, and the prize was, why was they discouraging people from kneeling? Yep. You know, it's all the script. They get paid to say stupid shit like Hollins. Yep. That nigga's an idiot. That nigga's an idiot. I knew he was getting paid. That's when I kind of realized that, like, Skip Bayless get paid this for shock value, and a lot of them other dudes get paid for shock value. That shit don't surprise me no more. Ryan Hollins confirmed it for me. And also when Tom brought up about Stephen A. Smith. When he said they had fired Stephen A. Smith or let him go. And then when he came back, you know, he went from being pro-black to really kind of anti-black. Make sure I hit that like button. Malcolm X considered a great black leader, and he was half white. Shit, a lot of dudes was, you know, the biracial thing. That's what I really didn't like, because they don't see like, oh, he half white. They don't see that shit. Remember Cap in Reno? I seen in a church that my family went to. This was before the Boise State game. He was cool. I knew he would be good. Shout out to Mugine. Madden Xbox One was good. Oh, I ain't been on Madden in a minute. I might get on tonight. I'm kind of caught up on everything today. I just gotta cook and I'll be good. But yeah, my username. I put my Xbox name in here real quick. You can add me. That's it right there. I'll be glad to beat the shit out of you tonight. I got a new playbook too. Gunwing fan 82. There's nothing wrong with being half white and half black, but don't act like you're pro black when you was raised in a 99% white town your whole life. That can, I mean, at the end of the day, that's where he could experience the hatred at. What you talking about? You ever seen the Chris Rock show? Everybody hates Chris. He went to a white school, and them Italian kids was always beating his ass. Caruso would stay beating his ass. What you think? Just because you go in a white city, don't mean you don't experience racism because you're the only black guy there. Fuck, that's even worse. If you part of the 1%, that's even worse. If you go to a white school, you the only black one there. It ain't like, oh shit, you know, Cap is the coolest dude here. No, them motherfuckers be ready to fight your ass, nigga. Like you experience more racism in that situation. I done worked in places where predominantly white people and they act like they nice, but the energy don't match. It don't match the motherfucking effort. If you feel what I'm saying, the energy don't match the effort. When you get older, when you experience racism, you can pick up that. That's probably where he felt the racism. What you mean? You think if you're the only black guy in town or one of the very few black people in town because your foster parents is white, that people gonna give you a pass? Man, gonna make it even harder on your ass. Did you watch the Wu-Tang documentary on Showtime when they was talking about they was fighting with them Italian kids at school, and they would have to walk through. I think they said they had to walk through the town, and them Italian kids that were dressed like, you know, the people from Greece with the leather jackets and with no shirt on, they had to fight the motherfuckers every day, damn near. Yeah, just because you black, you know what I'm saying, in a white town, it don't mean that you don't face no racism, man. Trust me, man. You can feel it, bro. Even if they act real nice. And I just got done with a situation not too long ago. I just, you know, he was acting real nice, but my spidey senses was sensing racism, man. You know, and it's exactly what it was. LeBron can't help that boy. He was helping. He helped Rich Paul. You know what I'm saying? His homeboys is in Cleveland running them up, flying on the team plane, keys to the practice facility. You know, he was helping. He was helping his homeboys out. Homeboy, you know, Kawhi got his boy coaching on the Clipper bench, coached on the Raptor bench, coached on the Spurs bench. But you're probably right. Can't nobody help him. But it's a bad look when LeBron is seen as probably the most powerful player in NBA history. Maybe American sports. He the most powerful player. He created the 1-and-1. He turned the NBA into a players' league. Even when Jordan was there, Jordan didn't have a wherewithal for it to be a players' league. It was about, man, I got mine. Fuck y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Jordan wasn't no team player as far as, you know, LeBron. LeBron was, and then Chris Paul, banana bro brother too. Chris Paul is the face of the players' union. Chris Paul is seen as a management guy, and they fire you without notifying the head of the players' union from Houston. Come on, you probably right, Wood. They can't do shit for that nigga. He done did some unthinkable shit. He said Jay-Z's a snake though because he stopped allegedly is a snake though because he stopped allegedly Murder Inc. So Def J Prince from forming the first black music distribution. Jay-Z is like 50 Cent, only 50 is vocal while Jay is silent. They weren't gonna let that happen regardless. They ain't had nothing. Even if Jay-Z, what you said is true, they weren't gonna let that happen. Like I said before, somebody ended up dead off that shit. Sam Cooke, James Brown and Sam Cooke was gonna do that many moons ago. And Sam Cooke ended up dead. They was never gonna let that happen. That's the reason why it didn't happen to this day. Jay-Z didn't have shit to do with that. And if Jay-Z did, they still weren't gonna let it happen. It didn't matter. I'm not putting that one on Jay-Z. Because guess what? Somebody else would have did it. I was the only black kid in third grade. I almost missed. What's up? What's going on, Bobby Swag? Salute. Neutral Natural. Salute. D Miller, I see you 1128. Don't eat nothing over or anything. Have I? See, I ain't have a lot of white friends. See, I grew up in Detroit, and then my grandparents stayed in the neighboring suburb, and I spent most of my time out there. And that suburb was black suburb. But I had a biracial friend. They was cool. I never really ate at their house though. Really, I can't remember. You know, I never been to an all white school. I've been to a private school, but it was black. All teachers was white. Then I went to a performing arts school after I left there, predominantly black. And after that, I went to an Afrocentric school for a second, predominantly black. Then I went to high school. First time I went to Detroit public schools. Everybody was black. It was in the hood. Then I went back to high school. I finished high school my grandparents stayed at. It was all black. I went to HBCU. It was all black. So no, like I worked in places, but I knew how to move around people. You know what I'm saying? My mom raised me with manners and shit. And I would go to the golf course. You know, if you ain't never been to the golf course, certain courses won't let you on, especially if you're black, if you don't dress right. So you have to wear the collar shirt, you have to wear the nice little khakis, you had to wear the nice shoes. You can't go on there, you know, back in the day with the jabots on and shit like that. They won't let you on. Now, if you go to the par 3 and they let you on, but when I went to go play at hold on. When they eliminated the YouTube message feature. But when I go to, you know, to certain, you know, the valleys, Inkster, Warren Valley, or if it was a country club I was invited to, you know, I would have to dress like, you know, formal. I wasn't no caddy or nothing. But if I go to Rouge, I played at Rouge Park in Detroit, I can dress like a brother because one, that was the hood, and that's where the majority of the black players played at. And then also, one of my family from my grandmother's boyfriend, he worked at Rouge, so I just played when I wanted to play. But really, then you had to act a certain way. But then again, you had motherfuckers drinking on the course and all types of shit. But me and my dad and my cousins and my uncles, we would play. We had to dress a certain type of way because it's just the way it is. You might see Billy out there with a whole motherfucking academics fucking outfit on, sweatshirt on, the velour shirt on back in the day, velour whole outfit on. He on the course. I come to the velour course. Oh, we can't let you on. Come on, that's just what it is, dog. And that's personal experience, nigga. Same thing when I fly for the airlines I fly for, man. I'm not saying no names, but I would fly. I would fly when I want to fly, and I really want to. I get to every flight I wanted to because I could fly. I could fly. I fly free, but I remember, and this ain't even no racist shit. I remember it was a my dad would always tell me when you fly, blah 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 blah, you make sure you dress nice. Don't come sagging your pants or smelling like weed or nothing like that. And I ain't smoke weed, but you dress nice, belt on and shit of that nature. I always think it was horse shit, but I would always listen because that was my dad's employer, and I didn't want to get my dad fired. You feel me? So I would always, when I came home from school, when I was flying to North Carolina, wherever I was flying to, New York, wherever I'm flying, I always dress nice. And to this day, I always dress nice. And if I'm dressing comfortably, if I'm dressing comfortably, I dress nice. I don't smell like no weed. I don't smell like nothing. I dress nice, clean, nice little Nike outfit, flip flop. I dress nice and presentable because it was these white kids that came on the plane one day. Well, I ain't gonna say it was kids. They were teenagers and they was flying under employee benefits and they had leggings on and they didn't have anything covering their ass and they did not let them fly on off the family pass. And they had to change their clothes. Now, had it been a black family, then we would have been like, oh, it's racism. But it was white. It just showed me that was just how they operated. He said, Quincy Benoit said, I'm black, white, Native American. People think I'm Hispanic sometimes, black sometimes, white. Depends on the person. Yeah, Woods, that real Carmelo. Time has inspired the NBA. Unfortunately, you're right, bro. T.O. could still play for years after his time expired. We know why. That was on the surface. We seen why. Melo made $200 million in the league. Don't feel bad for him. I don't, but you don't want to see nobody in like that. But it is what it is. Would say only thing LeBron could do for Melo is give him some good advice. And if that's the point where LeBron can't help you, must have did something bad. Jay-Z looked like a. Well, that's what Nas said. He told y'all in Ether. He said, you was my brother. You sold your soul for riches. He told y'all. So it don't surprise me. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. But I was watching the 5150 show with Corey Holcomb show, and he was saying that Jay-Z built up clout with the black community. It was a reason why he was bailing people out. It's a reason why he paid people legal fees. So when shit like this came, he could have something to fall back on like cushion. It made sense. You know what I'm saying? It made a ton of sense. That made a ton of sense. It's kind of like, people snake you. Like, I'm about to order some pizza. You want some at work? You want some? Yeah, what you want? How much you need? Oh, I don't need nothing. It's yours. See, they try to woo you in. So when you get older and you experience this shit, man, you get wiser, man. It'd be nice if we grew up and we knew what we knew when we 30, 40, 50 years old. Then life would be a lot more easier. But people woo you in like that. They'll finesse the shit out your ass. Tell me I'm lying. Oh, don't worry about it. Go ahead and clock out. I'll clean up the rest of this. They act like they cool with you. And then as soon as you turn your back, they smile in your face. All the time they want to take your place. Niggas do that shit to your girl when you coming up all the time, when you young. Out of all the girls out there, all the fish in the sea. For whatever reason it is, your mans want to fuck your bitch. No matter how ugly, how fat, how thick, how bad, how cute she is. The majority of the time, your mans want to fuck your bitch. I went through that with a whole nigga. I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I ain't trying to fuck yours. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta get them squares out your circle before they hurt you. Cause that's what they there to do, to hurt you. And then when you find out, oh, you gonna let a bitch break between us? Real niggas don't do that though. Chances is it's 10,000 bitches that look like her in our own city. Right there, man. That's somebody letting you know. That's letting you know right there. It's always inklings when when trust is breached. When it's a breach in the trust, or it's a breach in the loyalty, or it's a breach when you know he ain't your friend. It's certain things that real niggas don't do, or real men or real friends don't do. For real. Sam Crouton say, biracial brothers view themselves as black. We view them as well. Exactly. CMW 662 salute. What's going on, family? No, I ain't never seen Jalen Love out there. Never. And I've been going out there. I grew up out there. How old is Jalen Love? Somebody tell me how old Jalen Love is. Look that up. Ultra Blade being. I ain't trying to be no leader and kill my ass. I just give my point of view what I've been through. What Scarface tell T.I.? He said, I'm the king of this. He said, what happened to every king? Every king end up getting killed. But black people ain't ready, man. They divided us up, chopped us up in 1,000 different ways, man. And I really don't like what Killer Mike was saying. He could, and people got to pay attention. Killer Mike said if they gave me, I can't remember what he said, if they gave me $20 or $100 million to Super Bowl halftime, I'd do it. Killer Mike letting you know right there that he could be bought out. Everybody got a price. Because if you don't take that, if Jay-Z didn't take the money from the NFL, he said, man, F y'all niggas, man. Then Jay-Z come up, oh, Jay-Z touched me back in 1952. Bitch, I was born in 67. You know, black people, oh, he did. He did. Jay-Z lying. Jay-Z ain't know this and that. Jay-Z was born in 1932. I'm telling you, my grandma was in school with him. He was born in 1932. I'm telling you what they gonna do. And who gonna be saying that? Black people. So it didn't even matter what Jay-Z. If Jay-Z really did sell out, like I said, I'm neutral on this until I get more. I want to see his vision. But if Jay-Z did sell out, some of these women out here selling punani for like $20. You selling your soul for a half a tank of gas. That's if you drive like a motherfucking Prius or a hybrid or some shit, or a coupe. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all trading. Some people out here, I don't want to say y'all, but some of y'all people trading y'all life in over iPhones. Y'all killing people for iPhones, or y'all getting a life in jail, or y'all getting attempted murder, 20 years, 15 years in jail. Y'all trading 15, 20 years or 3 life sentences for an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Some people go rob a bank and trade 20 years of their life for a couple $1,000s. So don't get to telling me, oh, Jay-Z sold out. A lot of people out here selling out for a lot less. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all at home with y'all girl and selling y'allself out to y'all girl because she paying the bills. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the game. That's the game. That's the game. Everybody ain't know. There's very few righteous brothers, man. I want y'all to watch the 5150 show, Corey Holcomb. It must come on Tuesdays. Go watch this. Go watch the show he did last night. Watch it. I'm telling you, 5150 show. Watch the show he did last night. You know, he right, and he did show he did a couple weeks before that. He said he seen the most righteous brothers take the bait, and if you don't take the bait, then you gonna end up like Bill Cosby. So, what you gonna do? Cause you got family to feed. And all Jay-Z did is just set his daughter up for generational wealth. He may not be the majority owner of the league. Blue Ivy might. Beyonce might. You know the man always died the first in the relationship. So if he took the bait, I ain't even mad at him, man. I ain't even mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a history of showing you that he corporate. And for Jermaine Dupri, and I want to make it about him, I'll get back on Wiley in a minute. For Jermaine Dupri, lesson learned. If Jay-Z finessed you out of producing the halftime show, that's what it was. For the Super Bowl, lesson learned. Go with your first mind. Don't let nobody else talk you out of what you about to do and make you feel bad. Melo could get paid big money in China. Yep. Stephon Marbury, like shit, he the Michael Jordan over there for a phone that can be tracked down. You ain't lying, bro. Sean say cutthroat sports. Don't do that, bro. This ain't no okay. Okay. Jim Animal, John Q, salute. I watch it, salute. Dame Dash been telling fools about Jay-Z. You ain't lying. When he went in there, and that's funny you mentioned that. When he went in that Def Jam meeting, y'all ever seen that video? When Dame Dash went into that Def Jam meeting, cussing everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Because he went in the meeting, and Jay-Z ended up stabbing him in the back or whatever. He in there cussing people out. You know, everybody looking at Dame Dash looking like you looking broke, you look homeless. You know, your son don't fucking like you. Like, what you got to offer? Jay-Z healthy, skin glowing. He got Beyonce. He doing well. But Dame Dash just a nigga that got cut out the circle because he was too real. He was too real. You ain't lying. Dame been telling the truth. The dudes that sound crazy be telling the truth. They be speaking all out the side of their neck. But to get back on Marcellus Wiley, that's the reason why he the co-host with Jason Whitlock. Different is Marcellus Wiley probably can fight. That motherfucker like 6'3", 6'4". So ain't nobody gonna probably try him in the street. But nowadays, the gun law is so strict in California, you really ain't gotta worry about nobody, peeling your cap off where he shooting that show at. But hey, everybody got a price. They, sellouts protecting Jay-Z against people that saying he sold out. Did that surprise you? That you getting that from Fox? Did that surprise? Now you see why he partners with Jason Whitlock. It makes sense now. And I said to myself, how Marcelo, and I don't watch the show. I was talking to somebody yesterday was telling me, and I went back and watched it earlier today. I was like, how Marcellus Wiley even sit up there and just kick it with that dude? He shows your true colors. He attacked the man because he biracial. He attacked the man and said he didn't deal with racism because he grew up in the suburbs in a predominantly white town. I think you experienced more racism growing up in a predominantly white town, being the only black person there. Nobody up there. The dude that was asking the questions, Jason Whitlock. Nobody up there. That's a clear point to make. The times I experienced racism, I was in probably white areas. One time I went to the white summer camp and the dude said some racist shit. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid. I don't know. Yeah. You don't really experience racism in the hood unless the police get you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, when you experience racism in the hood. When you go out to the suburbs, that's when you experience it. Am I not lying? So of course he experienced, people joking about him, calling him the N-word and all that shit. Please check out Zoe what morning show too, brother. Okay. Dane went off on Randy Aker and Kevin Lyles. Yeah, the Kevin Lyles. Yeah. I think he got something to do with T Grizzly Management Company or something like that. Wasn't Jay trying to F Aaliyah when he was with Dan? Yup. That's what they say. I can't say it was true or not. She was like, what? She was with Dan when she died in that plane crash. You right. Devastation, theoretical change. Wow. Ain't talking about water, brother. Dame Dash loves white women. Choke, no joke, expose him. Ain't that dude got Noriega problems? I don't even know what's going on. I just know Nuri made a diss song about him. But he do. I mean, who don't like women? People are killing me. Oh, I don't like white women. Or I don't like black women. Or I don't like brown women. Nigga, I like women. The fuck? The fuck you mean? They be killing me. Oh, you like white women. Shit, you like all women. Fuck you mean? You got pussy lips on it, don't it? Niggas be killing me. Oh, she too skinny, or she too fat, or she too thick, she too that. Man, please, nigga. You ain't trying to wipe the chick. Niggas be killing me with preferences shit, man. Man, you choosing girl, man, like you got none of these other niggas got a choice. You know what I'm saying? No, not her. Shit, you take her, you can get. Niggas, stop playing with me, especially on one of them dry nights. Shit. Oh, she bullshit in the club. I didn't text her. Shit, let me go ahead and snatch her. I know I could take her to the crib right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that been there. People kill me with that shit. Like, she's skinny. She too. Oh, she won't mess with. Please, motherfucker, please. Nigga, if you a man, you like women. You like women. It don't matter. Now you might not like hairy women. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, man. But y'all got a couple questions, and I answer a couple related questions, and then I skirt up out of here. I don't even know how long I've been on, man. Probably longer than I thought. Let me see. And make sure y'all share the video, hit the like button, man. I done messed up the motherfucking shit, but I'll fix it when I get on. LAPD shades Hill in California. I heard about that. NYPD too, man. New York got a low violence rate. You can't even carry no burner out there in New York. Y'all got some real messed up gun laws out there. That's because y'all got a lot of, it's a melting pot out there. I only date Israelite women. Okay, dating and liking and fucking is two different things. I like and fuck you because I just like you. I don't want no relation. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hit it. Now dating, I'm thinking I got a future long term relationship with you. It's two different things. See, that's where you motherfuckers get mixed up at. Can't mix dating. Dating is like, okay, I'm courting you. I think physically and on the surface, I think we can go, we got something that we can go, we can go a little far, no matter what you depend on for a month, 6 months, a year, potential fiance, potential wife. Now you talk about like just kicking it and just smashing. That's different though. But once you intend to have sex, sex is intended to create a baby. That's what sex is. Sex is intended to create life. So anytime you have sex, unprotected or protected, you're intending to have a child. No matter if the intent is not to have a child. When you put your thing in her or she put her thing on yours, the intention is to have another life. It could be casual, it could be whatever it is. You ain't planned it. The rubber might have slipped off or whatever. It might have had a hole in it, or just somehow she just super fertile and it just happened. But I thought I pulled out too. Like, the intent of sex is to create life. That's just what it is. And when you have sex and you don't intend to create life, guess what happens? You create life. When you usually have sex to create life, it usually don't happen that way. That's just the way it boiled down. So, that's what you got. That's what a lot of people don't realize, man. You having sex for pleasure, but at the essence or at the nucleus of sex is to create life. That's what it is. It's to create life. Like it or not, y'all, sex is to create another life. It's reproduction. It ain't for you feel good or it's good or I want to just get this off. It's create life. So it's kind of all go hand in hand. But hey, I appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, response, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. I'm going to keep putting them down. Make sure you hit the like button on y'all way out. And if you got a topic you want me to touch on, I'll touch on it. Just email me, or every day when I go live, I'll let y'all know we going live on, and y'all can shoot topics out in the community tab in the morning. So I think that's the way I do it. Or I might post on Instagram, I might post on all three: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We on there as well. Check us out over there. Share the videos, man, and I'll keep doing it. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Helpblades, thehelpblades.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Box, get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Appreciate that love, support. Share the videos. You want to check another channel out? Motor City Sports Talk is the name. Check us out over there. Just talk predominantly Detroit videos and Detroit news and stuff of that nature. Prayers go out to T Grizzly and his manager and his honor if that is true. And I got some more videos lined up for the night, so y'all pay attention, man. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business